Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Nick at barbend.com. Today I'm going to be reviewing German Creatine from Athletic Xtreme. So Athletic Xtreme is based in Boise, Idaho, and they've got a pretty wide variety of products. They've got quite a lot of fat burners and testosterone boosters. In addition to that, they also sell training programs and a few other products as well. As far as creatine goes, they do have a high carbohydrate creatine called Creatine Loaded. This is German creatine and it's a little more stripped back. So let's take a look at the ingredients. So this product has just one ingredient, and it is creatine monohydrate, which is the most popular and most widely researched form of creatine. But in addition to that, the thing is, Athletic Xtreme claims that their product is the purest creatine in the world, and they have a few different reasons for making that claim. Number one is that it comes from CreaPure, which is a pretty well-known facility in Germany, and they have a very good reputation as far as the quality and purity of their product goes. They get it tested at the Olympic Training Center in Germany for like impurities and banned substances and things like that. So a lot of people look for the CreaPure name brand when they are trying to decide on a creatine. But in addition to that, it's also in America, it's made in a GMP facility, which stands for Good Manufacturing Practices. And GMP facilities need to abide by regulations enforced by the FDA for product purity and so on. In addition to that, there's a third-party tester that comes in here, which is BSCG, which has a pretty good reputation for ensuring that there are no banned substances or impurities or byproducts like creatinine and things like that in creatine. So there are 3 different levels of quality control with this particular product. So I'm pretty confident that it's one of the purest creatines you could find. So regarding the price, this little tub here is 300 grams and it costs $16. So in this tub, you're going to get 60 servings. So that comes to 26 cents per serving. Each serving is 5 grams, so it's 5.2 cents per gram of creatine, which is pretty cheap. It's not the cheapest creatine out there. I mean, it's not difficult to find creatines that cost 3 or 4 cents per gram. The cheapest I've seen is 2.3 cents per gram. Nonetheless, for a product with this many levels of quality control, I think 5.2 cents per gram could be pretty reasonably priced. It might be worth it. So a few things that I liked about German Creatine from Athletic Xtreme. So it's just plain creatine monohydrate. There are no frills. There are no artificial sweeteners, no flavors, no colors, no additives, and anything like that, which is really important to a lot of people. In addition to that, the main thing that I think most people are going to be impressed with this product is just the level of the amount of quality control that it goes through. As I mentioned, it comes from CreaPure, which is tested at the Olympic Training Center in Germany. It's also tested by BSCG. It also follows GMP protocols. In addition to that, it's also tested with HPLC, which is high pressure liquid chromatography, which is meant to break the creatine down into the smallest possible particles, which sort of adds another layer of purity, or at least it's supposed to. So as far as purity goes, it's a pretty impressive product. There are a couple things you might not be quite so crazy about with German creatine. Number one, it is a little bit more expensive than usual. It's not difficult to find a cheaper creatine than this if price is your number one concern. In addition to that, it's a very stripped back, bare bones product. Some people like to have, say, some flavoring or some extra carbohydrates with the creatine, which may improve muscle retention of creatine, maybe. This is just very plain kind of product. Finally, it's not micronized. A lot of creatines out there are micronized, which helps the creatine to disperse in water. The fact that this is not micronized means you might have a little bit more trouble getting it out of your shaker after shaking it up. It's a little bit more likely to form a little pile at the bottom of the glass, if that's important to you. So those are my thoughts on Athletic Xtreme's German Creatine. For the full review, just check out the link below at barbend.com.